So I remember reading C.S. Lewis talking about the Narnia books and why he wrote them. And so he wrote The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe to try to, as he put it, sneak past people's watchful dragons. He was like, our guard is up, you know, because we think we know things. And art has a way of flanking our guard and kind of sneaking around back. And I love that idea that, like, you know, people come to the show and they think they're going to get one thing, and then they're crying and they don't know why. So it's like imagination is the ability to see something that isn't there, or something that is there but has been obscured, and you can kind of call it out. And creativity is the work of making it real. A lot of people think of themselves as not very creative, but as a Christian, I happen to think that one of the ways that we are made in God's image is that everybody's creative. Like, it doesn't, so the arts are only a small piece of the creativity pie, you know? As a songwriter, or when I write books or whatever, like, I don't think it ends up being all that different from somebody who's good at spreadsheets or who writes sermons. I usually work late at night, and I start usually with a guitar. I'll mess around and try to find something that feels like, you know, it's like you're scratching at the surface, hoping to find a little bit of gold to tell you there's more underneath. And if I find something, some chord progression or whatever, I'll play it and mumble stuff until I find some kind of rhythm or idea or emotion. And then I'll put the guitar down 30 minutes or an hour later and try to write down a verse or two. And once that's exhausted and I've hit all these dead ends, I'll move to the piano, because I think the piano is more of a melodic instrument. And so I'll play the same chords on the piano, and then you find a few more. And then once I come back to the guitar, now I've got that much more of the song to work with, you know? And then I'll capo it up and try it in a different voicing and see if that new voicing gives me another melodic idea. So it ends up being this, like, circular thing for me. Like, I'll just work until I'm stuck, and then I'll go, oh, let me try this tack, you know? And sometimes by 2 a.m., you've got a verse and a chorus, and you record a voice memo, and then I wake up in the morning and listen to it, and it's terrible. And then you start over. That's usually how it goes for me. My first record, I remember being very precious about my songs. Like, I was like, no, that pre-chorus really has to be there, and don't mess with a thing. It's the artistic vision has to be pure. And then you know, they would pry ideas out of my cold dead hands and tighten the song up. And so then if you fast forward 25 years or whatever, now I come to the studio with the song, and you have these people that you love and you trust, and, like, they're so much better at that thing than I am. But if you really trust the people that you're working with, you know, the song is more important than my feelings, you know? And so you want the song to become something that it can stand on its own, that is separate from you. And I think the best way to do that is to invite other people into the process.